Good morning, YouTube. This is Chris with Burning Gears Diesel and Auto Repair, coming back at you on a Wednesday morning. Got a 99 GMC Savannah conversion van. It's not seen a lot of love, but it's not in horrible shape, but some of it's in pretty bad shape. So anyway, 239,102 miles on this gem of a Roach. And we got a customer complaint of backfires and dies in flight. So I'm going to check out the codes here. Oh, look at that. P0338 crank sensor A circuit. High performance. And if anybody knows anything about these old R motors, I can bet you can guess what we're up against. So let's go out and do a little investigation and see where we're at. I've already duplicated this concern, and yes, it does die in flight. So let's walk out here and I'll show you what I found. As you can tell, this thing has been beat. Let's get up underneath here. And let me show you what I found. Look at there. We got some bare wires, nice oil leaker. Anybody who's seen these old R motors, these things leak oil out of the timing cover, hell out of the crankshaft sensor. So we're going to let the customer know, and we'll see what they want to do. I'll bring you back if they want to fix it. All right, so we got our crank sensor and our connector. That's a crank sensor part number. That's the wire harness part number. So let's get this thing put in. All right, so if you haven't seen before what was going on, you see how these wires are just all ate up from the oil leaking through the sensor. And what it's doing is it's allowing those two wires to touch and kill the signal intermittently. So let me get this out of here. And I'll get some of this tape peeled off and we'll go from there. So let's see what we can get done. Alright, so I got all the wires cleaned up a little bit so we can see what the colors are, see where they go. But yeah, you can see how really bad that insulation has just been ate away from all that oil leaking. You can see the drips coming out of the sensor there. So we'll get this all cleaned up and we'll put a new connector on her and show you how it looks. So what I do is, if you can see this, let me get these kind of up against the background so that you can see them. I step my wires like that so that when I put my connectors in, they have a little bit better taping area. I'll do the same thing to these wires up here. I'll just step them out so that they all match. So now we have our real nice abrasion resistant tape all put in. Our butt connectors look somewhat factory because it's not all bulged out like a snake that's just ate. And now we'll get our new crank sensor put in and we'll go for a road test here. All right, got our new crank sensor in there, got all of our wires taped. I put a new Christmas tree zip tie up there so that keeps the harness out of the way of the balancer. But we're gonna put a scan tool in her and go drive it and make sure that our crank signal stays normal. Folks, we're back and going through the code menu here. Make sure we get our codes all cleared out. Let's see, all powertrain codes. Yep, still had the crank sensor A. So let's get those cleared. Oh, wrong way. Let's go. Clear codes. Yes, we want to clear them. They were cleared successfully. Well, she's still not wanting to start right. Let's see if we got codes again. Yep, that A code's still back. We may have other issues other than just those wires all touching. That's not good. Not good at all. Let's go into our scope here. We'll graph this crank sensor and see what we get. Let's see if we can find our crank and cam. Nope, not in that one. Must be in engine data only. Come on. Excuse me. Let's see here. Why can't I find my crank sensor? Alright, we're going to have to go back to regular data. I don't like running through that for some reason. I wonder if... I'll bet you it's under misfire. Nope. So, why are we not showing crankshaft position? Reference pulse. Let's see what we get on reference pulse. Well, I'll be back. Alrighty, so we're back. And I got it figured out. We got a good reference pulse. Some of these vans are a little tricky. I guess that was my screw up. I didn't pay attention with how the new wiring was versus the old wiring. The colors were so faded. I thought I had the right wires together and I didn't. So I had to go back and rewire the connector. 2 wires that were switched. But we now have a valid reference pulse. Let's go for a little ride here and see if it stalls. Because before it would just stall as soon as you were driving, made a turn, and it just stalled. So let's see what it did. Any codes? No codes present. Oh, that'd probably be my problem. Look at that. Yeah, that's good. Bring your vehicle in with no gas in it so that we can make absolutely sure that it stalls. And let's try this again. Yep, and it just stalled again. I think we're out of fuel, folks. So I guess I'm gonna have to tell them to get me some gas and then we'll try this road test again.